Hello guys, welcome to this new video. I'm Laetitia, also known as Luttitravels, and I'm currently in Singapore for a couple of weeks. I actually grew up in Singapore until I was about 10 years old, and I have some family here as well, so I'm quite familiar with the city, but it has been at least 4 or 5 years I haven't been here, so I thought I could share with you what I do here, things to see, my favorite places to eat, and basically show you what Singapore is like throughout multiple videos. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel, activate the bell notifications so you can be notified of the upcoming videos. So I arrived yesterday after a 13-hour flight, and I went to see the famous Jewel Fountain as I arrived in the same terminal as it. It was really beautiful and it had an Avengers event going on as well, which was really cool. Then I got to my parents' place and I just rested. Then I walked around Orchard Road with my mom, and we went to get a food reflexology session at our favorite place, which was very needed after this long day of travel. I will add the address of the place in the description below, so you can check it out if you want to. Then for lunch we went to the famous Tai Fung restaurant at Paragon. They have several locations in the world, but I think that the one in Singapore is one of the best. The food is great and they are famous for their xiaolong bao, or soup dumplings, and you can also watch the cooks preparing dumplings from outside, which is cool. So definitely get those when you're there. I also recommend the fried rice and the spinach with garlic, which are some of my favorite dishes there. And of course the red bean paste dumplings for dessert. And when you get there, sometimes they will give you a queue number when it's crowded, so get there early to avoid the crowds. And after lunch we walked around the Paragon shopping mall, and we did some grocery shopping at a supermarket nearby, and then we headed back to relax. Later that evening, we went for some dinner at the beautiful Raffles Hotel, and we headed back for the night for some well-needed sleep. Good morning everybody. So I'm currently at the Botanical Gardens in Singapore. This garden is classified as a UNESCO World Heritage since 2015, and the entrance is actually free. You can come here from 5 a.m. to midnight every day, and it's a beautiful place to come and walk and look at all the botanical the cool plants and everything. So the plan is to walk around the garden and to show you what it's like, and to show you the garden. So if you come to Singapore, definitely come here because it's worth the visit. But if you come here though, I recommend to come either in the mornings or in the evening, because otherwise it would get super hot. But yeah, so definitely come here when you come to Singapore. It's worth it. Alright, so the tour is done. I hope you enjoyed the footage. So now we're gonna go back to the car and I think we're gonna head for some breakfast. I think we're gonna go around like the Chinatown area. So I'm gonna take you along and yeah, it's gonna be fun. So yeah, let's go. For lunch, we went to the Chinatown Hawker Center, which is a huge food court with a lot of different stalls and vendors. I've only came here a couple of times when I did an internship nearby a couple years ago, but I don't know this area very well, so I want to check this out and try the food here. So we've arrived. I'm gonna get one of my favorite juices, as a sugarcane juice. Get this. Thank you. Hello. This is a sugarcane juice. It's so good. We recommended stall number 112 for the popia and kue pai tea, which were delicious, by the way. So if you don't know, popia is like a non-fried spring roll, like in a wrap form, filled with different types of vegetables and other ingredients like crab meat or shrimps. And the kue pai tea is like a crispy pastry in a cup form, also filled with vegetable carrots, prawns and spices. They are both super delicious and I recommend like trying them when you are in Singapore. Then we tried stall 156 for the famous braised duck with yam rice and lava eggs, which was also super good. And finally for dessert, we tried the stall number 8 for the traditional chendol for $2, which is shaved ice with coconut milk, sweet red beans, pandan and palm sugar. I will add the link of the article with the different recommended stalls in the description below if you want to check them out and also other stalls. But I will definitely make a video with all my recommended foods to try in Singapore, so stay tuned for that. There it is, guys, the famous durian. This is the worst smelling fruit ever. Even in cars and like MRT, you can't get them. You can't take them in. This is one of my favorites. This one is so good.
Next station, Chinatown Key, Chinatown. I know.